The account you can see on the screen right now is another voiceless, faceless account that is absolutely smashing its way through the creativity program beta on TikTok, easily making 10k per month or more. And of course, in this video, we're going to peel back the curtains. We're going to talk about exactly what this account does, how they go about putting their videos together. We're also going to talk about how much it is exactly they make, so you can see what the opportunity for you is as a serious content creator on TikTok who wants to make as much money as you can, an extra 100, 200, 500, 1k or even 10k per month on the creativity program beta in 2024. The account is called Don't Be Afraid of the Ocean, and they do scary, amazing ocean related content. This profile right here is definitely 100% within the creativity program beta, as I'm about to show you here in just a second. I'm just going to do a quick scroll as well, just so you guys can get an idea of how these videos are put together. Of course, copyright reasons, you're probably not going to hear the music. These are all faceless, voiceless types of videos. Essentially, the visuals and the music and the text on the video does all the talking that ever needs to be done. So let's take a quick look. Again, if you can pay attention for me to the duration of the videos, if you can pay attention to the likes and just the engagement that these videos are getting, and of course, how often this creator is posting. Here we go. First thing you noticed, they're pretty consistent in their posting. Pretty much every day there's 1 or 2 videos coming out. Second thing that you will have noticed is all of these videos are just over a minute long, which only means one thing: the creativity program beta. The third thing you will have noticed as well is there is a similar theme to all the videos. They're all about the sea, whether it's massive ships going into the ocean, whether it's ships being launched for the first time into the water after being built, and whether it's just humongous waves out in the oceans. As you can see, they're getting a pretty decent amount of views. The videos are recent, and of course they are in the creativity program beta, and most notably they have that video as well that you can see or should be seeing on the screen right now, which has got 27.4 million views. The video was posted just 6 days ago, the time of recording this video. It's got 1.4 million likes. It's got 27.4 million views. Now, that should get you thinking in terms of what the potential is. Okay, so let's talk about how they put their videos together. In terms of how the videos are put together, as I mentioned earlier, you won't have heard the audio, but they've more or less got the same song. They're following the same theme. If you've seen the film Pirates of the Caribbean, they're using one of the most popular songs from the theme of that movie. If you click the link in the description and go into this profile, you will hear what song that is, and they're using that on pretty much all of their videos. So essentially, they found a song that works, that resonates with people that view these types of videos. It also resonates with the theme because Pirates of the Caribbean is largely filmed at sea, and this account is about the ocean, the sea, the scary ocean, which links back into that film. Now, in terms of how they get the content to put in these videos, it's probably clips that they've probably acquired from places like YouTube, Reddit, Facebook. Whether they've got copyrights or not, I've got no idea, but I would advise you to make sure that you cover yourself on that side, otherwise you are running a huge risk. And of course, the music is within TikTok. They've got little mini clips of different instances or activity happening in the ocean, and from there they probably edit it using a free tool such as CapCut. Make sure it's just over a minute long, upload it onto TikTok, get an interesting title, and from there just make sure that they've got the right hashtags, which again are easily found within TikTok. Okay, now let's talk about the money, how much exactly they are making from the creativity program beta, and why I'm saying they're making this much. What's my rationale behind this? Now, in terms of how much they're making via the creativity program beta, so just quickly want to draw your attention onto a little note here that I found online. What you should be seeing on the screen is a search that I did on the AI tool Google Bard, just to understand a little bit more around the average of how much people earn on the creativity program beta. So what the average RPM is, and these are the results that came back. For those of you who don't know, Google Bard is similar to ChatGPT, except for Google Bard, it is connected to the internet on the free version, whereas with ChatGPT, you would have to get the paid version in order to browse the internet. At least that's what I believe. Based on the feedback from Google Bard, the overall average is anywhere from 50 cents all the way up to $1. So this is now not really taking into account any specific niche. This is just an overall average across the board. And then if we look at top performers, high performing side, there's creators that are earning all the way up to $2 per 1,000 views. And on the low performing side, there's creators that are earning anywhere from 20 cents to 30 cents per 1,000 views. Again, it depends on the type of niche that you decide to go onto. It's not very clear at this point, because obviously TikTok is not being upfront in terms of what the potential payments is for different niches. But this is just to give you guys an idea of where I'm coming from in terms of the methodology and the rationale when it comes to the numbers that I'm going to be working out on this account. So what I'm going to do is, although they do upload very consistently on this account, and they've probably got a bunch of views that they've obtained just in the month of December alone. As you can see, they've got this other video here as well, which has got 3 million views over and above the one that's already got 27.4 million views. Just to give you guys an idea, we're just going to work out roughly how much they've made from that one video that's got 27.4 million views. And the way we'll do that is base it on the average of 50 cents per 1,000 views. So we know that they've got 27.4 million views, if I remember correctly. So if we say 27.4 million and divide that by 1,000, that'll be 27,400. So if we multiply that by the 50 cents, so that's 13,700 off that one video. Now, we know that not all your views will qualify all the time on TikTok. So let's say, for example, half of their views were qualifying views on that video, and they most likely will have had way more than that, but we're just going to say half. So we can divide that by 2, and that's how much they would have made from that one video. Keep in mind, they're uploading consistently. They've got other videos that have gone viral, so they've most likely made twice, potentially even 3 times this amount. But I'm just being very, very conservative and just working it based on one video. But the moral of the story is, they are a faceless channel on TikTok. They are a voiceless channel on TikTok. They, in their creativity program beta, they are making more than what some people do, working a full-time job, way more, in fact, way more than even some CEOs for some companies make. And this is just one account. There is always a potential that the person who is running this account is running other similar profiles as well. This small new faceless TikTok account is easily making more than 10K per month on TikTok, and it's not via the TikTok creativity program beta. In this video, we're going to be peeling back the curtains, talking about exactly what it is they do, how they make their videos, and of course we're also going to talk about how much it is exactly they make. And the intention is for you, as someone who's serious about making an extra 100 per month, an extra 500 per month, or even an extra 1K or more per month on TikTok in 2024 as a content creator, so you can understand what the opportunity is for you. So let's jump straight in. This is the account at Serena_UTK. They are a faceless, voiceless TikTok account. They promote TikTok shop products. As you'll see in a second, all of their videos have a TikTok shop product link. But what's even more genius about this account, on top of being faceless, voiceless, and still being able to gain as much as 12.3 million views in one video, even though they've only got 5K followers, they also promote a specific product. They most likely purchased this product once, but they've promoted it on multiple videos, and they're earning from multiple videos just from this one particular product. And they've not necessarily purchased it either. They could have made a deal with Promote or Sell this product and gotten the product either at a discount or completely free. Looking at the price of the product, at the most it works out at just under $20, but we would have made that back easily within 1 or 2 videos. Okay, so let's talk about how exactly they do their videos. I'm just going to play through just a couple of videos here. As you can see, simple text on the screen. They've got the astronaut light in their hands. They're showing themselves taking off an older style light, an LED light, and saying this is what the person who's watching the video might want to think about transitioning to. Around 17 seconds on one video. Another video they were around 23 seconds. Some of the videos are less, but the genius and the beautiful thing about TikTok Shop is it doesn't matter how long your video is, as long as the video is promoting the right product and you're able to get it in front of the right eyeballs. That's all that matters. Not only are they making money per video, but they've got an opportunity to keep uploading where they are seeing traction as well. In terms of how you access TikTok Shop, if you've not already got access, in the UK at least, you need to have a minimum of 1,000 followers. You need to have posted within the last 28 days at least once. You need to be over the age of 18, and for the most part, that's pretty much it. As long as you're abiding by the TikTok community guidelines, you will have access to TikTok Shop as an affiliate. Now, I'm not 100% sure what the requirements are for other countries, but I think they are more or less similar. I will leave a link in the description so you can get an idea of what the requirements are for TikTok Shop where you are if TikTok Shop is available. Now that you've seen all that, let's talk about the money. 0.3 million views. So what we want to pay attention to is how many people liked this video. We want to pay attention to how much the product costs as well. We also want to pay attention to how much as an affiliate that you can earn when you are promoting that product. As you can see at the bottom there, £2, 10 cents as an affiliate. Also like to pay attention to as well, as you can see, just in general, in terms of what the purchase culture is on the TikTok platform as an e-commerce platform. I just wanted to bring this to your attention as well before we jump into exactly how much this account is most likely making. So as you can see here on Google, Google says TikTok has over 1 billion monthly active users. 18% of marketers currently use TikTok for marketing purposes. 55% of TikTok users have bought something from a brand after seeing their products on the app. And 50% of TikTok users have made a purchase after watching a TikTok live. So pay attention to that 50%, because as you can see, a lot of sales, a lot of conversion are driven by people that are after people have noticed a product from within TikTok, especially now that TikTok has their own e-commerce tools as well via TikTok Shop. As you can imagine, once people see a product that they like, it's literally just a couple of clicks. I also want to draw your attention to this other note as well from root.com. As you can see, TikTok has over 1 billion monthly active users, and 18% of marketers currently use TikTok for marketing purposes. 55% of TikTok users have bought something from a brand after seeing their products on the app, and 50% of TikTok users have made a purchase after watching TikTok live as well. Again, similar type of note there, just to give you guys an idea of how often people purchase after seeing a product on TikTok, whether they go outside the app or whether they purchase from within the app, which is of course a lot easier, just a few clicks. Impulse purchases a lot of the time, and they can get the product delivered to their door after just a few clicks on the app. And the reason why I'm showing everyone this is just so you can see the numbers behind how many people purchase stuff after seeing videos like this on TikTok, so you can get an idea of where I'm coming from when I give you those figures. So as you can see, roughly £2, 10 pence per product sold as an affiliate. So this is what goes into your pockets. So to estimate this, we're going to say on this particular video there were 271,700 people that liked this video. So we're going to start there. So let's start there. 271,000 people liked this video. So if we say the £2, 10 pence commission and multiply that by the 271,000 people. So if every one of those people purchased that astronaut light, the data would have made this much. Now, of course, that's far-fetched. That's, a far cry. It's not very likely that everyone that liked the video purchased the product. So we're going to say, let's take it down to 50%. So divide that by 2. And now we're saying this is how much the creator would have made if half of the people actively went and clicked the like button and liked that video, purchased the astronaut light. And again, you say, Victor, that's a bit far-fetched. Less than 50% of the people that liked the video would have purchased it. And I say, okay, let's go down to 25%. Divide that again by 2. If 25% of the people that liked, not viewed, liked the video, purchased it, this is how much that creator would have made from that particular video. And of course, you know, you can keep going down and say, okay, maybe, you know, less, you know, half of that, 71K, and you keep, even if you keep going lower and lower and lower and get up to, you know, the single figures, the creator would have still easily made around 10K. And this is now taking into account all the other videos that they are uploading on that account promoting this particular product, because you have to remember, this is just one video. Every one of their videos has got a TikTok shop link on it for that particular product. The Faceless TikTok account that you can see on your screen right now makes easily more than what some people make doing a full-time job. In this video, we're going to talk about exactly what the account does. So we're going to do an account overview. We're going to deconstruct the type of videos that they do so you can understand if you can do similar videos as well. And of course, we're going to talk about how much they make exactly creating these types of videos. And as a bonus, I'm also going to talk about the additional income stream which I have noticed that they've stacked onto some of their videos as well. So stick with me. Let's jump into this Faceless TikTok Creativity Program Beta account overview. Okay, so as you can see, the account is called Eagle Eye World, and they've got a nice tagline overlooking the world. And from what I've noticed on the account, they do videos that are related to engineering, big engineering, big vehicles, big buildings, big, you know, trains, locomotives, tractors, that type of thing. So just amazing, awesome stuff that the everyday person doesn't necessarily get to see. I think the content is amazing, and to be honest, some of these videos and some of the stuff that's shown on here, I'm seeing completely for the first time, which is just completely mind-blowing. They're a faceless account, so you don't see someone's face, you don't see a headshot of someone speaking to the audience directly. They do have an AI voice on these videos, so technically it is a voiceless channel because there's no human voice in there, but they do use AI narration in the videos as well. And as you can see, they upload relatively consistently. They've got some videos that are doing really well from what I've noticed on the account. What I'm going to do is just play some of the videos so you can get an idea of the types of videos that they do. I'm not going to necessarily play the audio for copyright reasons, but the visuals should hopefully give you an idea of the type of videos they do. I'm also going to ask you again to pay attention to the timeline and the duration of the video, which I'm going to show. Also pay attention to some of the engagement, how many comments they're getting, how many likes they're getting, which is really good because it shows that none of that is artificial. Then we'll circle back and talk about exactly how they make these videos, and of course circle back to how much money they are making towards the end of the video if you stick around as well. Give you an idea of what the videos are about and how the videos are put together. So jumping straight into the next section, which is how the videos are put together. Quite simple. You need to source the videos that you're showing on the screen, and then you need the music, you need the AI voice, and of course you need to have the text on the screen that goes with the AI voice as well. The AI voice element is quite simple. You're talking about 11 Labs or similar AI tools that will convert your script into a voice. In terms of the script itself, tools like ChatGPT, Google Bard, or similar AI tools in order to build that script for you. You could go and look on blogs online and get some inspiration in terms of how other people are scripting these types of videos, and maybe go into AI and get it to change and amend those articles or scripts so you can make them unique and make them your own. Drop them into 11 Labs and you've got your script, and ultimately TikTok will automatically put in the text on the screen to go along with that script. In terms of the videos themselves, you could easily source videos like this from platforms such as YouTube, Reddit, Facebook, and other video-based platforms. You could contact the people that have uploaded the original owners of the copyright, or alternatively you can transform the videos to an extent that they fall under fair use and you're able to use them and monetize them on other platforms. Some people will take the short route and just take the videos and just re-upload them elsewhere without really changing a lot. You can do that as well, but that is at your own risk. The video could potentially be flagged and you could end up getting the whole account taken away. So again, that's something that you can, risk if you feel like you want to take that risk on your shoulders. And the rest of the editing, you can easily get that done in a tool like CapCut, which again is owned by ByteDance, who owns TikTok, or you can use an external editing tool. But to make it easier, or to get an easier workflow, you could easily just edit it within TikTok itself as well, which technically is CapCut, because TikTok again is owned by the same company that owns CapCut. So all of that can be done in there. In terms of the hashtags, the description, all that, again, TikTok can easily do that natively. You don't have to make that any more complicated than it should be. The music, that's also natively within TikTok. So essentially 80-90% of what you need is within TikTok. The rest is just sourcing the clips, getting the script, making sure it's a script that's engaging, making sure your hooks are on point, which they are within this account from what I've seen, and the rest is just within TikTok ready for you to use. In terms of views, from what I've worked out on this account, they should have received for the month of December alone around 4 million views. They're pretty consistent uploader, and they've had a few videos that have gone viral in December as well. I think one was like 1.8 million and another was like, let me just go back and see if I can find those. I may not be able to find them again now while I'm doing this video, but there was a couple that I noticed that did really well. There's that 1.5 million one there, and there is a couple of others as well. But essentially you've got that one that was 4 days ago at 806.6 k views, and you have got a bunch of others as well. Let's have a look. So another one there, 400,000, and you have got a few others, 300k there, and that was only in December again. And you have also got 400k there in December. So overall, from what I've worked out, and again, feel free to visit the profile, the link is in the description, they're averaging around 4, maybe 4 million views per month. At least that's what they've done in December on this account. And this is a relatively new account as well, because I know some people are going to say, oh, it's a big account, of course it's going to do well. They were a small account not so long ago. The earliest video that I've been able to locate from their account was the 7th of September. So you have to be small account before you become a big account, and there's no reason why you can step into a similar niche, something along these lines, and grow it from a small account as well. So you start small and then you grow and you become this big. It's certainly possible for anyone that's watching this video to achieve those numbers as well. So if we work out how much they make exactly, if we look at our friend Google Bard and ask what the average RPM is on the creativity program beta, of course, as you can see, the average RPM tends to be anywhere around 50 cents in the middle. On the lower end, it's around 30 to 20 cents. On the higher end, it's anywhere all the way up to $2 per 1,000 views. In this case, I'm going to be conservative and say they get 50 cents RPM. Based on that, if we take the 4 million views that they get, and we divide that by 1,000, because you get paid per 1,000 views on TikTok, and then we multiply that by their 50 cents RPM, and that works out at around 2,000 per month. And of course, this is just a conservative estimate. They could easily be getting double that amount at 4,000 per month, or even more than that. And the genius thing that this account has done, as you can see on the screen right now, they've also added a link to a course that they've created onto their videos. And the crazy thing is, this is only a 6-minute This is even less effort than I've put into this YouTube video, just a 6-minute long course which they're selling for £15. People are buying it because there are some reviews on it, which is just completely insane. So not only are they earning from the creativity program beta, but they're also earning from this course that they are selling online as well. So they're stacking their revenue sources. In addition to this, what you also have to keep in mind is you're not tied just to TikTok. You don't have to just upload these videos onto TikTok. There are other platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, there's YouTube. So technically you could be uploading this content elsewhere as well. You make the video once and you upload it onto different platforms. So there's no telling how much more money they could potentially be making if they upload this content onto other monetized platforms. In addition to that, this is an account where you're not showing your face, you're not talking, so the scalability is there in terms of creating more accounts like this. We don't know if this person owns this one account, we don't know if they own 10 or 5, so it's a crazy opportunity if you are someone that's able to put the time aside and put in some work and put these types of videos together during the year 2024, and really just get your foot in the door into earning some of that income again. What I've mentioned there is 2,000 based on the estimate views, and this is based on 50 cents RPM. This is just a conservative estimate. They could be earning anywhere more than $1, all the way upwards of $2. So they could easily be making 4-6K a month from the views they received just in September, not to mention November, not to mention earlier months as well. So I've discovered a voiceless, faceless TikTok account that is absolutely crushing it on the creativity program beta. And in this video, we're going to talk about how exactly they're making upwards of $500 per day. We're going to talk about what type of videos they do, how they create these videos. We're going to talk about how much exactly they make, and more importantly, what opportunity is there for you as a serious content creator wanting to make as much money as you can on the creativity program beta in 2024. So let's jump straight into it. So the account I'm talking about is none other than the ocean hunting account on TikTok. They upload weird and wonderful content about the ocean on their profile. As you can see, it's all to do with the ocean, ships, mysteries, amazing style videos, and we are going to just do a quick speed run on some of the videos as well to get an idea of what kind of videos they are, and we're also going to prove that they are in the creativity program beta. But very quickly, you can see some of the views. Got a recent video which has got 76.8 million views. They've got another video which is at 23 million views, and another one that's at 8.4 million views. So in a second, I'm just going to play some of these videos. Pay attention to the length or the duration of the videos at the bottom of the screen, and of course do take note of how much likes and how much engagement these videos are getting as well. Do also pay attention to how recently some of those videos have been posted, and we're going to circle back in just a few seconds and talk about these videos and this amazing account further. So as you can see, these videos are doing pretty well, even the ones that were uploaded very recently. But more importantly, you can see that all of the videos that we've looked at so far are all over 1 minute. And that is not by accident. That shows that the uploader of this content is making sure that their videos are meeting the minimum requirements for the creativity program beta, and of course getting paid in the process. And I can tell you straight away, if you're getting views which are around 76.8 million when you're in the creativity program beta, and provided that video that it qualifies and it doesn't break any community guidelines, you are in a very good position to be raking it in within this monetization too. So in terms of how they create these videos and how you can go about creating similar videos as well, the first theory that I would go into, unless you're someone that's actively involved in the oceanographic space and you are personally taking this footage using your equipment we can only assume that these are clips that this creator has sourced from somewhere. It could have been from YouTube, Facebook, it could have been from Reddit, or any other site where amazing videos are uploaded that are to do with the ocean. All they'd have to do is download those video clips, transform them somehow, maybe add text if there's talking in the video, maybe put in some sort of twist or interesting edit to make the videos their own and make sure that they are bypassing the whole copyright situation. However they are getting them, I can only imagine, and I can only theorize that they are getting the clips from somewhere and re-uploading them on TikTok. And equally for you, you can do the same thing. If you can source content from sites like YouTube, Reddit, Facebook, Instagram, and find some way of transforming the content to an extent where it's transformed enough to bypass copyright laws, or purchase the content so you can re-upload it somewhere else. As long as you're not breaking copyright rules and guidelines, you can simply take it, transform it, and re-upload it on sites like TikTok. They're not talking in the videos, they are not showing their face in the videos. All they do is just re-upload the content, put in an interesting caption, make sure that they're putting in a description, and make sure that they are putting in some hashtags as well, so TikTok can classify the content. And from there, they've essentially gotten to a stage where TikTok knows the type of audience that is interested in this type of content. In terms of the music side of it, again, TikTok has got built-in music that you can upload. Now, for copyright reasons, I'm not going to play the music in this particular video, but I had noticed earlier while I was going through the account that a lot of these videos are one of the main soundtracks from the Pirates of the Caribbean film, which fits in perfectly with the style of videos that they are uploading. So I imagine that at some point they tried different styles of music. They came across this one song that really works well and really resonates with their audience and the content that they're creating, and therefore they've just continued using that song throughout, and it's working for them. If something works, why change it? In terms of working out exactly how much money this account is making, you couldn't say 100%. Obviously TikTok at this point does not disclose how much people are making, so we can only estimate. The average RPM when it comes to the creativity program beta, it tends to be around the 30 cents to 50 cents mark. So if we were to say this account is getting an RPM of around 50 cents, let's take for example this video that has got 76.8 million views. So if we start with 76.8 million views on that one video, that video was uploaded on the 12th of December, by the way. That is a very recent video and it's absolutely gone super viral. So if we take the 76.8 million views and if we divide that by 1,000, because you get paid per 1,000 views on TikTok, we've got 76,800. Now, I understand that the views have to be qualified views, so it's possible that they're getting paid for less than this amount of views. But to start with, let's say they had all of their views qualifying at 76,800. All we need to do is multiply that by a, say, 50 cent RPM, and this is how much they've gotten just from that one particular video. And then you come back to me and say, hey Victor, these guys will have not been receiving payment for all of their views. It's not very likely that their views are all qualifying. I hear that, I get that. So if we were to say half of those views are qualifying, all we need to do is divide that by 2, and we can say they received 19,200 off that one video. And if we divide that by 31 days, even though we know this video was only uploaded like in the middle of December, you can see they'd be getting around $619 per day. Keep in mind again, this particular video was uploaded only in the middle of December, and keep in mind they are uploading pretty much consistently daily. So the $500 per day is a very, very conservative estimate. It's very likely that they are earning much more than that. Even if they are getting a pitiful CPM, it's likely that they're getting a pretty healthy amount that they're getting paid from their creativity program beta, all from simply sourcing the right clips, transforming them enough, uploading them back onto TikTok, putting in the right hashtags, putting in text on the screen, putting the right music, and not talking, not showing their face, and simply just re-uploading the content. Is this something you think you can do? Is this a niche that you think you can maybe step into as well? Or can you find a similar niche that people are not seeing a lot of on TikTok? Amazing content around buildings, amazing content around space, amazing content around, lake, big engineering, that sort of stuff. What content is out there and killing it on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, that there's not a lot of videos of on TikTok? So it's just something that's worth thinking about if you are serious about making as much money as you can on the creativity program beta in 2024. On the screen, the video that you can see shows more examples of accounts on TikTok, small accounts that are absolutely killing it when it comes to monetization tool options that are available on TikTok. So you want to click on that video, and so I can show you more options that are available for you as a small content creator. I'll see you in there. The creator that you can see on the screen right now easily makes anywhere from multiple 5 figures to 6 figures per month on the creativity program beta. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 lessons that we can learn from this creator that's utilizing a lazy method to make a ton of money using TikTok. So I'm going to talk about how exactly they make this much and what you can learn and leverage from studying what they are doing. So yeah, let's jump into this video, and do give me a big thumbs up if you find value from within this content. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So you need to find a formula that works. Once you've found it, you just need to stick to it, and from there you just rinse and repeat, and the algorithm will absolutely love you for it. You see what the algorithm does in not just TikTok but many similar platforms. It finds an audience, or it seeks to find an audience for your content, and once it finds that audience for you, it'll check your next piece of content to see if it is eligible to be served to that same content, and if it's not, then it'll most likely try and find new audience groups for you. And that's where that slow process of getting views comes in. That's where that slow growth comes in. Algorithm cannot find any audience for you, whereas if you stick to the same winning formula that's proven on your account, if you've got a couple of videos that have done very, very well, if you continue doing similar videos, if you're happy with that style of video, then the algorithm will absolutely love you for it, and it'll be easier for it to find audience for you because you've already found an audience because your videos are doing very well, if that makes sense. No face, no voice still works if you do it right. So do your research, find topics that work, and from there do the upfront work in order to get ahead of many different people. Once you do the upfront work, once you do the research, you'll find that over time you're one of the few people that don't have to work as hard because you've done the work upfront. What I mean by that, simply use the search bar on TikTok, find topics that work. Take a bit more time than other people to find topics that work until you settle on the right video style, the right topic, scalable content that you can create, content that you comfortable with, and content that you're always going to have ideas or find ideas easily for. Once you do that research and couple that with being able to create that content and the algorithm finding those people for you, there's no reason why your account can't be successful as well. It's hard at the beginning, it's hard finding those topics, it does take a bit of testing, trial and error, maybe trying a few different niches, a few different accounts, but once you settle on that one that works, like this account right here has, then essentially that's it. You just need to rinse and repeat and do the same thing. Regular uploads aren't always the answer. This creator doesn't upload that regularly. At most, they upload a couple of times a month. But would you need to upload more than that if you are getting this many views and potentially making this much money from TikTok? The answer is, it's up to you. But clearly they're not exhausting their audience with content, and this just goes to show you don't have to be someone that uploads regularly, consistently, once you reach the level where they are at as well, and still be seeing the success that you are seeing. Again, it lies within TikTok finding the right audience for you and you sticking to a formula that works, so that every time you upload a video, even if it's 2 weeks later, TikTok can easily find those different points within that video, those different triggers, and know exactly that I know who to send this video to, I know who's responded positively to this video in the past, let me take it, let me run it past that pocket of people, and every time you're going to start seeing spikes like this creator is. ASMR is not going anywhere. If you're so inclined, if you're an ASMR content creator, this is clearly and obviously an evergreen genre of content, not just on TikTok, but on multiple other platforms as well. And this is an example of just that. So don't give up if you are struggling within the ASMR niche. If it's something that's close to your heart that you'd like to continue doing and potentially make an income from and even go full time, study accounts like this and learn from them. You don't have to carbon copy every single thing they do, including the video that they do. Learn what works for them and see if you can replicate that within your content as well, regardless of the type of ASMR that you're doing. What works for accounts like this, there's no reason why it wouldn't work for you as well. You need to find a repeatable, scalable format of content. So once you are going through that research phase and trying to find videos that work for you, find videos that you're comfortable creating, videos that are repeatable, and videos that are scalable as well. So videos that are not just limited to your one account. If you ever become successful, reach the follower goals and the financial goals that you want to reach for that one particular account, ask yourself this question: where would I go there? Where to next? Where can I scale this account? Is this a multi-platform type of content? Can I upload this on YouTube? Can I upload this on Instagram and still see more or less similar levels of success as I am on TikTok? Or is this just a TikTok native type of video that will not work anywhere else? Little things like that. You just need to start looking ahead, even at the beginning of your journey, at the beginning of your account, so that you don't find yourself finding wild levels of success on TikTok but not being able to scale your content and go anywhere else with it. I'm a living example of that. I've got videos that I've done relatively well on TikTok in the past. I've got videos that haven't done so well, but I was able to scale those videos over onto YouTube to the extent where I've now seen millions of views on my short comedy videos. I've done a video in the past, which I will link somewhere in the description, or it may be on the screen, about how I got millions of views on my YouTube shorts. So do check that out. So think about whether you're able to upload those videos just on one platform or whether they are scalable, so you don't limit yourself. TikTok moves very quickly, and social media in general moves very quickly, and you certainly don't want to find yourself in a box that you cannot get out of because you didn't plan for it accordingly in the beginning. These are 5 lessons that I've specifically picked out from this case study on this account. I hope you found these useful. If you are interested in learning more about making money on TikTok, the different methods that you can use to make money on TikTok, the video that is available on the screen covers exactly just that. I'll see you in there. This account you can see on the screen right now makes anywhere from 2,000 on the low end to 4,000 on the high end per month on TikTok. In the last 30 days, they gained over 12 million views. But how exactly did they do this? What type of content do they make? How do we know they're in the creativity program beta? And most importantly, what can you take away to apply into your content and hopefully start winning on TikTok as well? That's exactly what we're going to cover in this video. I'm going to walk you through exactly what they do. We're going to reverse engineer their process, and as I say, hopefully you can take some of that away and apply that into your own content strategy as well. Very quickly, before we jump into that, I've created a new newsletter if you want to stay up to date with latest tips and tricks and different strategies on how to grow on TikTok, as well as a monthly TikTok audit as well, where I show you what is working on the TikTok for you page. To click the link in the description. It's completely free of charge. What can you lose? In addition to that, if you want to pick my brain when it comes to TikTok content strategy, growth, as well as monetization, the link is in the description. For now, let's jump straight into this video. So here is the account. Here it's called Would You Rather 03. And in terms of what we're going to do, again, we're just going to reverse engineer what their process is so you can take home some of the steps that they're taking and hopefully start winning on your TikTok account as well. Now, in terms of the niche that the account is in, as you can see, they ask would you rather questions. So it's kind of a gaming quiz style niche where they ask multiple would you rather questions in a single video. They do this so they can make the video longer. Basically, they're taking something popular and relatable and creating content around it. A lot of people around the world are familiar with the would you rather game or would you rather question, whether it's adults or whether it's young people. So they're taking something that everyone knows about and turning it into a nice package, which is a video that's easily digestible, easily consumable, and that urges people to engage and comment. Now, in terms of how we know that they're in the creativity program beta, that's quite simple. I'm going to show you a few examples here. Watch the duration of the video at the bottom. As you can see, the majority of their videos are a minute or longer. So they are definitely in the creativity program beta, because for those of you who don't know, in order to qualify for the creativity program beta, amongst other requirements such as being over 10,000 followers deep, which they definitely are, your videos need to be at least a minute long in order for them to be considered. And these videos right here are definitely more than a minute long, which is a signal that they are within the creativity program beta. Now, in terms of how we know how many views they've had, we've used a tool called Social Blade for that, which is right here. You might have heard of Social Blade. There we go. So we can see that they've got 300,000 likes in the last 30 days. Now, having looked at their account, their like to view ratio is essentially their likes equate to 24% of however many views each video has on average or thereabouts. So based on that, we've estimated that they're getting around 12 million views per month. So how is this content winning? How is this account winning? So essentially what this account is doing is, with every video, like I said, it's more than a minute long, and the content style encourages the viewer to engage. So the more viewers engage, obviously the more qualified views they are going to receive as an account, and they're essentially spending longer on the video. If I show you, for example, if I start commenting on a video, and a lot of these videos encourage people to comment, you'll notice that the video is still playing. Even if I pause the video, that is still counted as watch time for that content creator. So for example, if I go into the Kendall Jenner video here, as you can see, even if I'm pausing the video so I can comment, that still classes as watch time for them. So almost every person that watches these videos will be inclined to comment, because for a start, TikTok is serving this type of content to people that have a history of watching similar content. So it's targeting the people that are interested in this type of stuff. And on top of that, this person or this creator is encouraging them to comment, like and share, simply because of the niche that they're in and because of the questions that they're asking as well. So because of that, this automatically puts them in a position where they are going to go over the 5-second minimum in order to qualify for the creativity program beta. Now, for those of you who don't know, within the creativity program beta, there's something called qualified views, and what that means is you could have say 9.3 million views in a video and only have say 8 million qualified views. The qualified views are views that are over 5 seconds long. There is other criteria as well. They can't come from the same person playing a video over and over, for example. They can't come from people that have disliked your video and a bunch of other stuff. But essentially, they are already taking a step in the direction, in the sense that when the person is commenting on the video and engaging with it, they are likely going over that 5-second minimum. So a lot of their views will be what's called qualified views within the creativity program beta. So it's really, really good niche to be in if you are someone that's looking to make money within the creativity program beta. Now, in addition to this, when we look at how they make their videos, I would quite simply say you looking at a tool like 11 Labs for the voice. If you listen to some of the videos, I might not do because of potential copyright issues on the music. But if you go, I've placed the link in the description. If you click on the link and go to the account and check some of the videos out, you'll notice that they are majority AI voice videos. In addition to that, the background is more or less the same on every video. They've just changed the images. You can use a simple tool like Canva for that, or you can use a more advanced tool like Adobe Premiere. Questions that they ask in every video, those are simple. Just use a tool like ChatGPT, or you can use Google's Bard or similar AI tools to generate the questions for you. So essentially, your opportunity for the questions is virtually limitless. You'll never run out of ideas because of the amount of AI tools that are available out there. And of course, once you've done all that, you can bring it all together using a video editing tool such as CapCut, which is incidentally owned by TikTok as well, and create the videos. And the thing about this account, if you look at the dates, they're not posting daily. They don't have to. They get that many views that they don't even need to post daily. But if they were posting daily and consistently, they'd potentially be getting even more views than what they're getting currently. So you can just imagine, basically, you can go wild with your imagination in terms of what the opportunity is with this style of video. Now that you've seen that, you might be wondering, seeing more example of people that are making a ton of money on TikTok. In fact, there's one particular account that makes 20,000 per month, and I go through exactly what their process is and reverse engineer exactly how they go about doing this. That is the video that you can see on the screen right now. I'll see you in there.